Hi guys, it's me Annie and welcome back to Annie's Creations. If you are new, on my channel I do all kinds of DIY cooking and crafting. So if you like that kind of content, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any of my future videos. Today I'm in my kitchen and I'm going to show you how to make your own homemade seasoning mixes. I'll be making a taco seasoning mix as well as an Italian dressing seasoning. So stick around and I will show you step by step how to make these seasoning mixes for yourself, and it is much healthier than buying the ones in the store, and you can control exactly what goes into them. Okay, let's get started. Now for the taco seasoning, you are going to use ground cumin, paprika, the normal paprika, not the smoked paprika. You need some chili powder, some garlic powder, a little bit of cayenne pepper, some normal table salt, and some black pepper. First we'll start off with ground cumin. We will be needing 3 tablespoons of ground cumin. So that's 3 tablespoons of ground cumin. For the paprika, you are going to need 3 teaspoons of paprika. Next we have the chili powder, and we're going to add 2 teaspoons of chili powder. Next we have the garlic powder. And we'll be needing 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. For the cayenne pepper, we are only going to use a 1/4 teaspoon because it gives it a little bit of heat. So just a 1/4 teaspoon of that. And for the salt, we'll be needing 1.5 teaspoon of normal salt. And for the pepper, we'll be needing 1 teaspoon of pepper. 1 teaspoon of pepper. Now you've got all your spices in this bowl. We've got 3 tablespoons of cumin, 3 teaspoons of paprika, 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Now we just whisk it all together and make sure it's nicely combined. Once you have nicely mixed up all your spices, You're going to place it inside a little glass jar, and it's labeled to say that it's taco seasoning, and I'll be placing it in the jar using my little funnel to make sure it doesn't mess. Here you are. You've got taco seasoning in your jar, and if you use a lot of taco seasoning, you can make a whole lot and keep it in your pantry, and it can keep up to a year in a sealed container like this. So it will stay fresh for 1 year, and you can use the taco seasoning for all your recipes. Now for this taco seasoning mix, you want to use 2 tablespoons of this mix to 500 grams of meat. That is the ratio that you will use. Now I'm going to show you how to mix your very own Italian dressing mix. This can be used dry in your recipes, or you can mix it into a salad dressing. I will show you how to do it. So here are all the ingredients that you will need to make this Italian dressing mix. You're going to need some garlic salt, some onion powder, some sugar, oregano, parsley, some table salt, ground pepper, basil, and thyme. I will go through the measurements while I'm making this dressing mix. First, we'll add 1 tablespoon of garlic salt. Then we'll be adding 1 tablespoon of onion powder. After that, we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of sugar. We're gonna need 2 tablespoons of oregano, and we're gonna need 1 tablespoon of parsley. Next, we'll be needing 1 tablespoon of salt. And 1 teaspoon of pepper. We'll also be needing 1 teaspoon of basil, and just a 1/4 teaspoon of thyme. These are all the dry ingredients you need to make the Italian dressing mix. Now you just want to whisk that up and combine it fully. In order to make this into a salad dressing, you want to add 2 tablespoons Italian dressing mix to a 1/4 cup of vinegar, 2 tablespoons of water, a half to a 2/3 a cup of olive oil or canola oil, and then you mix it all together to form your salad dressing, and that you can store in the refrigerator. The dry Italian seasoning mix, you can put that into a glass jar and store it in your pantry to be used in your recipes. It's fun to do your own mixes at home because you can change it up any way you like it. If you want a little bit less salt, you can use less salt. And you know exactly what goes into the mixes. There's no hidden chemicals or anything strange. And you know it's healthy for your family. So once you've mixed your Italian dressing mix, you can just add it into a little glass jar like this. That's airtight. Make sure to label it so that you know what it is, and you can store it in your pantry. So I'll just be scooping this into my little jar. Pour it into your jar, and now it's ready to put in your pantry for when you need it for your recipes. And when you use it, give it a bit of a shake, make sure it's nicely mixed, and then you scoop out as much as you need for your recipe. So 2 tablespoons equals 1 packet of Italian dressing mix that you can buy in the shops. So if you need to use that measurement, or the recipe might tell you exactly how much you need to use. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and try to make some dry mixes for yourself. Making your own dry mixes can save you quite a bit of money because it's quite expensive to buy those little packets at the grocery store, which has only about 2 tablespoons of the recipe mix inside. You can make a whole lot of the dry mix by yourself, and you have the control what goes into it, so it's much more healthier as well, and you can make it for a lot less. So I hope you give it a go and make some dry mixes for yourself to use in your recipes. Thank you for watching my video today, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.